Now let's start with tax reforms. The Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee is set for another phase of its task to reduce tax burden on Nigerians. This follows submission of its quick win report to President Bola Tinubu at the State House. Our correspondent Musbah Danwahab reports.
It's barely 2 months since the President inaugurated the Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee. Sense of urgency exemplified, and these would interest President Bola Tinubu as the committee was back with its reports done and set for the implementation of a quick fixes on the 3 mandate areas of fiscal governance, revenue transformation and economic growth facilitation. The committee reports that in its short-term task with its 6 subcommittees, it has interfaced with relevant policy-making bodies, and its findings shows an immediate need to address some fundamentals.
The most sustainable way for any country to generate revenue is to grow the economy. When businesses succeed, when individuals prosper, they pay taxes. For us, that's the most fundamental. So we're looking at how can we remove the impediments to businesses, to trade.
The emphasis is on how to increase government revenue through taxes without necessarily increasing the burden on ordinary Nigerians. Yet, the committee has discovered about 60 official and 200 unofficial taxes levied on Nigerians by federal, state and local governments.
So the objective we have, and that's what we're working towards, is to bring all of that to a single digit. So the taxes at all levels of government combined, we think should be less than 10. Because actually, about 96%, actually more than that, of our revenue across federal, state, local government currently is generated from less than 10 taxes. And we've seen countries like South Africa generating more than our entire national tax revenue from just one tax. So there's no evidence to show, in fact the contrary is true, that the more the number of taxes you have, actually the less revenue you collect, because you just create the opportunity for leakages and some non-state actors collecting money and keeping it to themselves.
The President directed the Special Advisor to the President on Policy Coordination to liaise with the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and the Chairman of the Tax Policy Review Committee to ensure that the recommendations of the committee are swiftly and immediately implemented across all ministries, departments and agencies of the federal government.
Addressing the issue of multiplicity of taxes is the next objective as the committee moves on to the next phase of critical reforms. These will include rewriting major tax laws in the country, and that it aims to achieve with input from Nigerians during its public consultations. From the State House, Musbah Danwahab, NTA News.